Hello, everybody. My name is Markos Zachariadis, and I am a professor in financial technology and information systems at Alliance Manchester Business School at the University of Manchester. I'm also the founding director of the Center for Financial Technology Studies at the university. And I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you to describe a little bit the research we do at the center, and also a potential overlap with the Center for Digital Trust and Society. I mean, predominantly, most of the time we spend in terms of research to understand the role of technology in financial services, how technology transforms business models at the firm level, how it transforms competition at the industry level and across financial services industry overall, but also how it adds to productivity across the entire economy at the economy level. We'll look at different kinds of technologies. For example, open APIs has been one of the biggest kind of research projects we have at the center, both amongst scholars and faculty members, but also PhD students and postdoctoral associates. So open APIs is a technology, it's an interface effectively that allows organizations to communicate financial, transactional, and payment data with third-party institutions in order to build platforms for further innovation in financial services. There's a lot of regulation to regulate these open APIs, how they're implemented and adopted by third parties. This regulation is known across European Union as PSD2, and in the UK as open banking regulation through the PSR regulation that was voted in Parliament and came into effect in January 2018. So we do a lot of research to understand how, for example, open APIs transform business models for organizations, but also change value chains within financial services. Another technology we look at is, of course, artificial intelligence, how it can add to innovation in the context of FinTech. And this can be anything from automating and making kind of smarter decision-making for consumers, for B2B solutions, and even the context, for example, of fraud detection, which is some of the work that we have done in collaboration with colleagues from the Center for Digital Trust and Society, for example, in trying to map, the state-of-the-art artificial intelligence for decision-making in financial crime. And last but not least, that would be blockchain technologies and distributed ledger technologies, for example. We all know these some of these applications like cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, how they've effectively paved the way for new kind of value transfer systems, but there's kind of more complex, there's more variant kind of blockchain applications across different platforms and offers we have seen these days, to the extent where one can think decentralized finance, decentralized kind of mortgage and credit, decentralized kind of lending applications and offerings, as well as stable coins, and to an extent central bank issued digital currency. So we also have research to try and understand how many of these applications of blockchain technology and applications of distributed or relevant distributed ledger technologies can adapt into the different parts of financial services and offer novel solutions for the industry overall. As you can understand, the application of a lot of these technologies in financial services can have implications of how we build trust and how we perceive trust across the industry overall, but also for consumers. And also have implications in terms of consequences around fraud and financial crime. So in that respect, I'd be very keen for any of you who is part of the Center for Digital Trust and Society community to reach out if you're interested in any of these topics and find ways to continue this discussion through other workshops and conferences, or even collaborate on novel research going forward. Thanks so much for your time. I'm looking forward to speaking to as many of you as possible.